1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Welcome everybody. Ben and Charlie. Ben.
Charlie, welcome everybody. Beautiful Wednesday when we do that.
Yes.
Perfect.
So this is like a different setting. A setting that calls like welcome everybody. This is a new episode at the Ben and Charlie
ASMR.
So how you been doing, Charlie?
Good. We just recorded the video for recipe.
We just recorded, a video recipe for our other channel, The Ben Impact.
Very good video.
Very good video. Wow.
Yeah. So there was the
hour and a half of rolling.
Yeah, because mostly the ingredients we had to chop them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you had to chop them.
Well, I was the cook. I mean, you were the videographer. I mean,
yeah, I was doing the close-ups.
We have different roles.
Correct.
So let's just get into what are the topics going to be for today for us.
So I will start with Nick Kyrgios and his page on OnlyFans.
So he's a tennis player.
He's one of the best in the world, like top
yeah.
of the top, millions of dollars top.
Yeah, what's your next topic?
My next topic will be the Amsterdam and their speed limits change from 50 kilometers per hour to 30 kilometers per hour, which is like 18 miles per hour. And then the third one would be teenagers, which are constantly on YouTube or TikTok. It might be an issue for the parents or overall.
Yeah.
Gen Z generations, which I represent.
Yes,
Kinda.
Gen Z.
Yeah.
Woo!
What are yours?
So my topics will be closely related to yours. So in the first theme of sports, we're going to discuss about this Japanese sportsman in baseball, Shohei Ohtani, with his new $700 million contract for 10 years. And then we're going to talk about how giant food companies are ruining our favorite snacks by skipping on quality ingredients. And then for the last part, I'm going to relate to your topics of social media with what Gen Z want to do in their future. That's very interesting. And then what Gen Z bring to the table when is related to work. What employers say about Gen Z. There's a little bit of a lot of topics there to discuss.
When it comes to the topic about the food quality ingredients, you can mention what we did today with the video and how we use ingredients and like they're pretty good quality.
Oh yeah.
And the meal is very good. So we can talk later about that.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So other than that, how's
everything? Is good. How about yourself?
Pretty good. I had a funny experience yesterday.
What happened?
They had a good outcome actually.
So
I work in a field where I have to respond to certain emergencies and help people out for an institution. So yesterday I had this kid coming to me, holding his finger. He had black rubber gloves, and he had a stainless steel chip, metal, like a wire, that it was coming out from one thumb, for the thumb coming out on the other side of his tip of his thumb. And I say, oh my God, this guy has stabbed himself with a piece of metal, because they work on metal around there, machine tool technology. And so I said, do you want to go to the ER or would you like to take this off? And he said, I want to take it off. I say, good. That's what I was hoping he would say. And so I went with him. I said, let's go to a first aid box. Let me put my gloves on. Let me help you out. So I cut the thumb. I cleared it up. It didn't look that bad. It was a deep cut, but the metal was embedded inside. So I disinfected everything, and I gently took the metal and slipped it out, and then disinfected everything again, stopped the bleeding, flipped the bandage, roll it on, and say, you're good to go.
Wow, good job.
Today, the instructor comes to me and tells me, by the way, the guy yesterday then went to the ER, And the doctor said that whomever took the piece of metal out did an excellent job.
Wow, that's good. Maybe maybe you should do that.
So holy shit! Oh man, no,
That's good.
I have a first responder certification.
Okay,
so it's
that's the shit.
yeah, I know some of it.
That's
yeah,
good.
That's good.
That's good.
It was fun though. It was like because the instructor that brought it to me said like I don't even want to look at it because if I see blood, I'm gonna pass out. So I said, well,
Wow, crazy.
it was fun though because I mean, this my spirit is to help out. So
Yeah, that's very
just came
good.
out good.
Great job. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the setup we have today for the little
yeah,
studio.
it's I don't know. It gives me the impression of having a more homey feeling.
Yeah.
You know, closer.
Next
to,
time we
closer to the
Yeah.
audience.
That's true. But what I was trying to say that
But I miss our Cobra, our Shelby Cobra in
know.
the back.
one day we'll bring it here.
One day, yeah.
Yeah, but I was trying because I was watching the last podcast, and sometimes I do when you talk the story, I say like okay, and it doesn't bring anything. It just make my job later harder to make the short.
Oh, because there's a lot of
Yeah.
Well, I do the same. I do.
I know, but it's I want to try now to learn how to listen more to the story, and
Without saying
without
much.
saying like, yeah, just
But,
understand.
You know, these are like
I know
no-
they keep conversation going,
no,
kind
they're
of.
like non-verbal cues in a certain way because the sound actually tells the other person that you've been heard and then you're listening.
Correct.
And you're following the discussion. It means that you're paying attention. So every time you say and then what? And then what?
Technically.
That's what it means.
Technically, yes.
It's kind of a courtesy in communication.
So I don't know if it's good or not.
That's up to you. You can just stay quiet. If you keep on maintaining eye contact, that's also a good way to.
Or like,
Not like obsessive eye contact, like because that would be like really weird.
I know.
So just look. At
Sometimes I
something
like to look
else.
there, sometimes to the camera. It's us. We do whatever we
Well,
like.
that's the other thing. That having the the earphones on.
It's phenomenal too.
That's good because
Oh.
I told you at the beginning you wanted to do it without.
I did not.
Yes.
No, I never did.
You said, "Oh, just get the microphone," but I said you're gonna hear your voice in my voice.
Well,
in
it's
your
like
ears.
radio. You want to hear yourself because then that's why in radio they always use the headphones because you need to hear yourself and you can correct actually if you're speaking correct if the volume is not too high. It's just needed a lot.
Yeah.
Our recorder, it has like the level set that if we start yelling, it will probably cut the loudness. But still, you want to hear yourself with the headphones, which is just phenomenal idea. So the
Yeah.
same like when you have concert and you have the Taylor Swift or somebody performing, they have those monitors. So they usually do put them like very deep into the ear, so they barely hear the loud of the crowd, and they hear themselves if they're doing clear notes. I mean, anyway, there's somebody always behind the desk with the computer adjusting.
Do you know? I did not know, but news people, anchormen on the news, they have also something in their ears.
Oh, always.
Somebody talks.
They
to them.
always have somebody to tell them if something is, or like, okay, you have 2 minutes, hurry up. Or like, why? No, don't say that. Cut it. Like,
That's all scripted.
because yes, especially like there is somebody
Well,
controlling.
teleprompters.
Yeah, of course. But there's some programs, like most of the programs, they have people like directors.
But do you know? I found out about teleprompters like very late in my game. Like,
Really?
Yeah, I always thought that they would just speak out of nothing and just say the news because they were capable. Instead, they're just read from a freaking screen.
But I was watching this short.
I mean, it's difficult. It is.
It is of the guy who is doing the weather, for example. So he showed very early to the place, and he basically had to research the weather on his own and prepare everything first.
Oh, wow.
So they most likely prepare the script, and then they read it. I mean, not everybody is capable to remember everything. Like,
yeah.
I don't know.
Hey, did you watch any new movies?
Not lately. No, I didn't have a chance. But I was listening to this podcast with the guy from The Rookie, Eric Winter. I told you last time. It's very good. It's fun. It's nothing crazy. They just have nice conversation. It's a very cool guy. I discovered he said that in the podcast that he performed in the ad with Britney Spears back in the day, like 20 years ago, and he was saying that so that was like perfume, like high-end perfume, and he was like the guy, and they almost kissed. Like there was a kiss on the ad, but he said that she was in the relationship back in the day. So whenever she got very close to him, they substitute with a different person, and they did that in the post-production to change.
Most likely they did the close-up of the kiss only.
No, so there was a kiss, but there was a cut, and he was kissing somebody else, not Britney Spears.
Oh, what the hell!
And then he said that because she was in like a peak of her, he was nobody. He was nobody that time, and he's still like not very popular actor. He's just.
I mean, he did a TV show. Come on now.
Yeah, but still, like he's not as huge as other. And Britney Spears, he said she was in like in a peak of her career. So after recording, he said that there was like 9 Cadillacs coming, and she jumped to one of them, and they all went to different direction. So people, paparazzi, they got crazy. Where is she? Which one is she?
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
Wow, to that extent.
That extent. So that was an interesting story.
Now she's a little bit cuckoo.
Oh yeah. I mean,
dancing with the knives.
Yeah, weird. I think
she's a child star.
I think she's bringing like some shit from her family, and trying to expose.
No, so what happened is that the father had the custody of her, and they were fighting for a long time because she wanted to get rid of the control of the dad, because dad was controlling, making sure that she was okay with the finances and everything. And I don't know how's that called, but then they rescinded the guardianship basically from her dad, and now she's alone on her own. She makes her own decisions and everything. But if you see her dancing with knives and shit,
I haven't seen that.
Yeah, it's kind of.
I like the old songs. Like there were plenty of good songs.
I know, but how much of that did she write? Come on now.
Not much.
She really was the perfect example. You know what happens in the music industry? I think you have that each musician is given a role to play, a character.
Correct.
And what comes always to mind for young girls is always sexy. Sex is just thrown away because sex sells at that level. So you see these videos where they're half naked with dancers and all that crap. And stuff.
Yeah, I mean, most like even Dua Lipa or like other people, they have they have a songwriter, ghostwriter.
Yeah, look at the videos for rap music, hip hop. At least in the 90s.
They're performers, like somebody like Justin Bieber. He's a performer. Somebody wrote his song, most likely. Wrote the lyrics. He told them like what he likes. They were working on that together, and it was just the guy who did the most of the job.
Do you know what Zac Efron is? So he was a child prodigy too.
Yeah,
I like that he dances. So if you see him now, he has had an operation to his jaw.
Oh, really?
And he looks really like a giant jaw.
Have you seen this movie Baywatch with The Rock?
Oh yeah.
Not the oldest. The
new.
That was good.
He was ripped.
Yes.
He was ripped to the bones.
That was fun movie. I think I watched first time in the movie theater, then later.
It's on Amazon Prime now.
Okay.
It's free.
It's very good movie. Very fun.
It is, yeah. And he was so lean, and he said he really suffered for the role because it's like everybody sees that you have a perfect physique, but like you're starving because your body fat is really low.
But coming back to the artists, not everybody is capable of writing songs. Like if you look at Charlie Puth, most of his songs he write them from scratch.
I know you have a hard on Charlie Puth.
He said, but he has the power of the perfect pitch, so it's easy for him.
But who says it's not a computer generated pitch?
What do you mean?
Does he really sing that loud?
Like that?
The pitch.
Oh no, I'm saying perfect pitch. He discovered that when he was 12. And back in the day when I was in the music school, I also had many kids who had the perfect pitch. It means that whenever some song, like certain note pops anywhere, like might be even touch of this, like pum, or like something be like pum, or like something break the glass, and he can hear actually what tone is that. So that means that if he sit at the piano, he will play from his head. He can hear something and play it here. It's perfect pitch. He just hear it. But it's also annoying when he can hear the train.
So I'm connecting something. There's a movie with Zac Efron.
Okay.
When he was a DJ, I think, and he had to make a music. So he just went around for a run, and he was hearing somebody on the roof shooting the nail gun. And so he recorded the sound of the nail gun, and then he recorded other sounds outside, and he made a remix of all that.
Yeah, I can do that.
And he made like a music, and actually studying like how the music affects the crowd.
Yeah,
especially when you have
that's
like
pretty
a large
cool.
crowd. Yeah, it's a nice movie. I don't know the title of it.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I was saying that like you're basically a performer if you are like this type of like Justin Bieber, Britney Spears, but it's still like hard to go on the stage. And I mean, most likely they have the guy behind the panel adjusting your voice, plus they can now put the effects, like all the music, it's like production, music production. So they put the effects, they change your voice, make sure it's perfect. They can do the same on stage now. Just put the effects on microphone. I was performing once in the theater thing, and there was plenty of people, like 400 viewers on the audience. That's why I was telling you about the light here, because there was just one light coming to my face, and everything around was dark. You look, the only one thing is you can see if you look there, it's the fucking light, and you don't see any of the audience. You don't even have no idea who is sitting there. But
you cannot see nothing.
Then I was singing one song. My role was to pop at the end and be like the guy who solve all the problems of those people fighting. That was like a theater, very very nice thing. And I just sang the song, and on my microphone they put because we had those micro ports going. I had it attached here, and it was connected to my cheek, and I just had it here, and literally, I couldn't really hear that what I sang, but later on, I noticed that there was so many effects on my voice, to make it echo, to do this and that. So
different variation.
Yeah. So if you go to concert, you don't know if it's somebody's real voice or not, because now the technology just helps too.
Yeah, it's really nice. So I was watching.
What did you watch last time?
Rewatched. At least once a year, around Christmas time, I have to watch The Lord of the Rings.
Oh, I thought Home Alone.
Oh no, hell no. It was fun when I was little, but
okay.
No. So, watched The Fellowship of the Ring, The Two Towers, and The Return of the King. They're 3 separate movies, each lasting about 3 hours. And every time I watch it, it's the perfect. I don't know. It was a different way to make movies. I'm not sure. Peter Jackson.
Back in the day.
Fantastic movie. And then we watched with my girlfriend. There was a movie with Nicole Kidman. You know who Nicole Kidman?
Yeah.
And Tom Cruise. They were married together.
Wait, what is the movie? Baywatch? The Barry Seal?
Eyes Wide Shut.
What year was that?
1998 or 99, actually. Yes, I was 3 days ago. 2 days ago, I watched. That movie is insane. It's about this couple. There's a lot of nudity involved, and it's incredible.
That's cool.
It's an incredible movie. Basically, they're together. They're young. They have everything. He's a doctor. She works as well, and they're getting high, both of them, one night. And she says they get in a conversation that goes a little bit out of the way, and she says that once she saw this Navy officer in a hotel, and that she had the idea of being with that guy in an intimate way. And he gets jealous about it, and then he starts thinking a little bit bad about her, and he makes poor decisions by a prostitute on the road tells him, hey, you want to come up to my home, this and that. And he goes with her up, and he actually doesn't do anything with her. He pays her anyways, though. He said, for your time, I just want to pay you. And he leaves. And then he knows this pianist that used to go with him to college. And the pianist, they meet again, and he says, oh, you should know, they start talking, say, they invited me to a place where I have to play the piano blindfolded. And there's all these people that do strange rituals and strange stuff, but you need a costume. He said, you need a tuxedo and a black hood and a mask, a Venetian mask. And so he goes and gets the mask. There's a whole another story behind the costume shop in New York. And then he actually goes to this place, and the pianist told him about a password, Fidelio, the password to get in. Okay. So he goes to the gate. He says, sir, where's the password? He said, Fidelio, welcome. So he goes to the house. They actually drive him from the main gate to the house. And then he gets inside. He says, sir, where's the password? And there was this waiter with the mask on, a golden mask. And he says, oh, please put your mask on and your hood. He puts the mask on and the hood, and he walks slowly. And then he gets into this room, and there are like a bunch of people, everybody with a hood and a mask, and this grandmaster in the middle, red, dressed with a stick in his hands. Okay. And they were doing a ceremony, like a freaking ceremony around. And he had like maybe 12 other people with the mask around him. Wow. That they were standing and then getting down. And then he just was hitting the stick on the ground and saying commands. And the song, it's like a freaky song, like something that comes out of a conspiracy theory. And you just realize there's all these people doing this weird stuff. And then these 12 people around him, they take their hood off and they just stay with the mask, and they're naked.
Oh, wow.
And they start going around picking one person from the crowd, and he would just go around, and in every room everybody was having wild sex or rituals and shit. Then they found out about him that he was not really invited to that. It's a whole thing.
A place like this, they still exist.
Oh my God, it's crazy.
I think.
And I mean, the most fascinating part to me was not the nudity or anything, even if it's thinking about it. There's no movies nowadays that show any nudity altogether.
I mean,
never. No
really.
Like, tell me about it. Like sex scenes from back then to today.
No, they want to be really, they want to be too appropriate for everybody. No, there's no way that.
Or even comedy. I mean,
no more jokes like this.
Oh my God. Yeah, and then I was watching another movie yesterday evening that I thought it was funny with what is his name? Ryan Reynolds.
Okay.
When he was younger.
Oh.
So it's a comedy movie that he works at a restaurant, and they make a bunch of jokes with each other, the workers together, and the restaurant is called Shenanigans. But the amount of cussing in that movie and the sexual innuendo, it's insane.
Would not go these days.
Oh, they would not do that movie today. Oh, absolutely not.
Not at all.
It's crazy. The times have changed. A comedy is not comedy. I don't know if I've seen a comedy movie made in the last couple of years, because it's not funny.
If you want to hear the good comedy, you should go live probably somewhere.
You either go to watch a live comedy show, or no. I'm talking about movies.
I mean, you can go like Adam Sandler. He was playing last time here.
Oh, was it?
I didn't go. That was in October. He was doing the comedy on stage.
Oh, okay, yeah. You know, I like Bill Burr.
Oh yeah. Okay.
He's really good.
Adam Sandler. He came with somebody else. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know who was that,
Yeah.
but have you seen this movie with Tom Cruise when he was Barry Seal, like the Pablo Escobar style movie?
Oh yes,
Yeah,
yes.
when he was
That's a
flying.
real story.
That was, I know, Barry Seal. He was, I think
That
that was
is a
his
real
name.
story.
It was
Yeah.
very, very good movie. One of my
Oh
favorites.
man, what's the name of the city he was in? The little, I forgot.
Somewhere in South America.
No, in the United States.
Was that? Oh, where they created it, or?
y- Actually, they bought the hangar with the small airport
No idea.
to run the operation.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah, all
Whatever.
paid by the CIA. It was crazy, man. Crazy. They would just ship drugs from.
That's the real story.
It
Yeah,
is.
totally.
It is. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wow.
Are we starting with the topics?
Yeah, let's go with the topics.
So I have the first one, which I saw a couple of days ago, and I was surprised. And then I didn't believe at first, and then I went on his official Instagram where he has millions of followers, and he's actually posting. I'm talking about Nick Kyrgios. So just to let you know,
Is he Greek?
he is Australian, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Nick Kyrgios drops bombshell career move by joining OnlyFans. Aussie tennis star Nick Kyrgios has joined OnlyFans with a promise to show his intimate side and to disrupt the way sports stars share their content. The 28-year-old, he will unlikely compete in the Australian Open in January because he's injured, called the decision a no-brainer in an announcement on Friday morning. Kyrgios, who won his first Grand Slam title in the men's doubles at the Australian Open last year, said launching an OnlyFans was a no-brainer. They are revolutionizing social media, and I wanted to be a part of that. Athletes can no longer just show up on the court on the field. We have to show up online too. I want to create, produce, direct, and own content. That's the future. I've been speaking to my fans directly for years, and I know what they want to see. Of course, there'll be tennis balls involved, tips, tricks, and behind the scenes, but also they will get to see all different sides of me. Gaming, tattoos, my intimate side. It's all on the table, and I'll be bringing fans along for the ride. We can't wait to see what he has in store for his fans. That's what they're writing here, and he's posting the picture with the sweatshirt with the logo, and they reposted that, the company. So it's getting real. So that's the story.
Well, he says it's a no-brainer, but
Mhm.
if he can monetize already on his success, it looks like that's what he's doing. 28
Well, but
years
he
old.
made so much money. I can try to Google how much money he made.
So far, what is his net worth?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
So he's
mean-
not. I don't think he does that for money, like necessarily.
Well, just think about. Just think about.
His prize money, it says $11 million,
How much is worth total?
$8 million. I mean, not that much actually, if compared to like other players.
Well, it depends. If you don't spend like crazy, that's all based on your expenses.
Yeah. Plus, I mean, has millions of followers on Instagram, so
Plus, he has some
ads.
some kind of revenue from
Partnerships.
sponsorships.
Yeah, like even the companies, like when you wear the certain T-shirt, like Uniqlo or whatever, on the court, they pay you for that because you support their, like, you know.
I don't know if it's a smart move, but just think about it. Would David Beckham, if there was OnlyFans and Instagram and everything, Facebook, wouldn't he have monetized that too? I think yes.
I think, yeah.
He was one of the first footballers actually to be a model and do advertisements and stuff outside the field.
Yeah. I would say there's nothing wrong about that to a certain point.
What point?
If he doesn't do any shit, like, you know, he will not do like any naked photos, I guess. But he's promoting the page where people are buying.
Well, he's promoting himself, but it's another thing if
And
he's
page.
if he's having like people pay for a membership to see him. That's another thing because you're already well I mean, whatever. We live in a capitalistic society, and people can do what they want.
Yeah, but like,
That's maybe another business move
but
for him.
don't you think? I think it might be cooperation with the platform anyway, since he posted like pictures with the sweatshirt.
Hmm.
Uh,
Well, yeah. I mean, look, if he can get a following on another platform and he can advertise, but the thing is that those people that will follow him, OnlyFans is known for what? Is known
exactly,
for
that's what I'm saying.
OnlyFans
Porn
is known
stars.
for shared nudes
Yes.
and pornographic material.
That's why I'm like, why he wanted to be there, since he could have the same on the Instagram for the membership. The Instagram has subscriptions now.
But maybe the more, the better for him. Who knows?
I don't know.
I mean,
But as
sometimes,
him, would you be on the same platform as all those, people sharing the?
well, it depends. If you're single,
He's not single. He has a beautiful girlfriend.
well, need to have a talk with the girlfriend, and if you have kids, that's another conversation you want to have.
Well, but I guess he will not share the like porn content. He will
Yeah,
be just sharing just life.
Yeah, but a intimate side, he says.
I mean, intimate. It means like,
What does that mean?
I don't know what he means by that, but
Whatever.
he said intimate gaming, tattoos, his
Yeah.
interests.
I mean, maybe women would go on that, but OnlyFans is like the most successful creators are female,
Yeah.
and then and the highest number of customers is guys. So just think about it. That's insane.
tough. I'm surprised by this.
I mean, it's
move.
not tough. It's something for him to spread out his to be known more and to just spread out to other platforms. That's what I think. But I don't know.
Another question.
Maybe it's a marketing move from his team because he must have an entourage, a team.
I guess. Do you
So
think
they'll
it's gonna be normal with like regular people?
Well, nowadays, like, just look at those teachers. You remember we did the story
Yeah.
about the teacher? Somebody else, another teacher from the same school came out and did the
Really?
same. Yeah.
But even on the actress Bella Thorne, have you heard about her?
What did she do?
So she's an actress, the Disney.
Oh, yeah. She was one of the first ones,
Yes,
right?
but she made there like $100 million or something like that.
Wow, really?
And then she quit. Let me see how
100.
much she made, but she was like known for that.
Oh, my goodness. I just want to know who's the most paid creator there. I mean, for
I
me
know.
to say creator is really, really like hard to
So she
understand.
made $1 million in the first day,
Yes.
Bella Thorne.
Yes.
But I don't know how much she made in total. Yeah, what do you mean? What are you saying?
Like, creator is a tough word to say for these OnlyFans.
Yeah.
I mean, you're showing your body, you're showing your butt,
Yeah.
your boobs, whatever. I mean, how much creativity you need in that? Maybe you need creativity in doing different poses or different pictures, show different material. Do you know what I found out is that these really large accounts, with the most famous ones, they actually have I don't know if it's bots or people that answer in their place, communicating with their audience.
So it's fake, like
Yes, very
you don't
fake.
talk to
Speaking to them closely and make them feel that they're heard.
Well-
So they think that they're speaking with a real person. Instead, it's not.
Wow.
That's
crazy.
insane.
That's insane.
Wow.
I have the article. Well, these celebrities have taken their talents to OnlyFans, and the numbers may shock you. IG Izalea, whoever it is the top earning A-list celebrity on OnlyFans, with a total earnings of 48 millions.
Per year.
Total, I think. Total.
Oh my goodness.
The former Disney star Bella Thorne earned 1 million just 24 hours after joining OnlyFans. So it doesn't say how much total. And
But-
it is older article.
But excuse me, what does this say? Like, if we put the comparison between the genders, between the sexes, women are the
They're all
highest.
women.
The women are the highest earners there.
Yeah.
You don't hear any men complaining too, though.
Yeah.
You know, when women say, "Oh, we have the gender pay gap." Have you ever heard that? They say that for every dollar a man earns, a woman earns 70 cents.
Really?
That is not true, though, realistically. Because when they show the statistics, they show that yes, men earn more, but men also work more difficult jobs and they work more hours compared to women that usually choose professions that pay less, that are less scalable, and they also tend to work less hours, more part-time jobs than men. So when people see the numbers and they see the overall, the numbers of how much men make, how much women make, they just look at the number of money, the amount of money. They don't look by profession, by years of experience, by hours worked. When you just start isolating the different variables, you can see the real numbers. So the complaining about the fact that men usually make more money than women is not really founded.
I don't think it exists anymore.
I don't think not.
Especially 2023.
In some cases, they make more money than men.
Yeah, depending on what's the profession. Like
yeah.
if you see the pilots, it's most likely men, but
Yeah.
also some women. Engineers, but
like who's gonna work extracting oil from the ground?
yeah, but then if you look at
Men.
the nurses, they were most likely women, right? So like
Yeah.
depending on the profession.
Well, that's because, as Jordan Peterson says, men are more interested in things, women are more interested in people. I gave you a perfect example. I used to work in a vocational college, in a technical college. Okay? They had welding, still have construction electrician, machine tool technology, welding. Did I say welding again? Automotive. So in these professions, you would have 99% men. You would see the occasional girl studying that. Yeah. And then you have professions like medical assistant, nursing assistant, surgical technology, all women.
All women.
All of them.
Yeah.
And you see the occasional man.
Yeah.
What does that mean? Is that men and women have different interests.
Yeah. We
There
both like...
there are the women that like math, that like STEM fields.
So my friend, he went to the college for like a really like engineering of some machines, like airplanes or something. And there was like 39 guys and one girl on the same year. And the girl just quit. So that was just guys.
No, because
just it's a type of...
No. It's fucking hard. It's hard, and men are so hyper competitive.
Yeah, but
you cannot compete.
Yeah, or if you go IT, there's most likely men.
Yeah.
So it's just like certain professions.
So when they say that they want to create jobs and do equal numbers of men and women, that's bullshit.
No, you cannot really do that.
You cannot choose just because of the gender.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna lower the quality and the competence.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, what kind of quality of work you gonna have? Can they sustain those rhythms?
It just should be like it is, and
Yeah.
because everybody's different.
I'm not trying to shit on women. Absolutely not.
But everybody's
I think
different.
that nowadays we have fully achieved equality, because to the eyes of the law, there's no rights that a man has that a woman doesn't. Absolutely not.
Depending where you are.
We're the same. Yeah, I mean talking about here in the United States, in the
Yes.
Western
Yeah.
civilization.
Yeah.
Then if you go in the Middle East or in China, that's a total.
It's a different story.
That's a total
But yeah,
different story.
here
Yeah.
it's most likely equal.
Yeah, but feminists will still keep on screaming that all the patriarchy and all the stuff, Or somebody said the other day, it would be a better world if men wouldn't exist. And I thought in my head, yeah, right. then you couldn't sit on this chair. The entire infrastructure would not exist because the men invented pretty much everything. Just think about
That's
it.
why I don't like putting everybody to the same container. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because there are obviously men who are bad and like, but the same with women, and like there's no rule.
We need both. We need
both, and there's no rule.
So I was hearing this guy that he wrote a book called The Boy Crisis, because it's true. He said if one gender loses, both gender lose at the same time.
We need to cooperate. We're designed to be together.
We need both.
We need both. Yeah, it's all good.
We need both to be together and just...
Yeah, totally. I agree.
I mean, to move forward, the human species, progress, we work together to achieve progress and to move forward in the future and to have a better life for everybody. We cannot just waste time on bickering and shitting on each other, saying men are bad or women are bad,
Everybody can be bad, depending on their personality and where they grew up.
We're far. Listen, there hasn't been a time in history where we have so much wealth, so much abundance in our society,
and people don't appreciate it.
Well, because actually they will not appreciate anything.
Not at all. Whatever you give people, they will want more.
Look, you have this device that has the entire knowledge of the entire world.
It's not enough. I want better one. I want 15 Pro.
It's insane.
You know what I mean?
Well, no. I mean, the people will always want more.
A
lot more. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's crazy.
So what's your next topic?
My next topic is, we're talking about the LA Dodgers officially confirm signing Shohei Ohtani on a 10-year, $700 million deal as a two-way superstar vows to bring World Series parades on the street of Los Angeles. So a two-way player for baseball. I learned this today. We're not really huge fans of baseball, but I'm really fan of any good athlete. So I would just really admire excellence, and this guy is really excellent. So two-way means he's a good pitcher and he's good with the bat as well. So both for
I never seen the game, so I don't know.
And defense, yeah.
I have no idea what is that.
So Shohei Ohtani is officially a Los Angeles Dodgers player after the team confirmed he has signed the two-way Japanese star to a mega money 10-year contract. The news of Ohtani move across LA from the Angels to the Dodgers surfaced earlier in the week, but the team had now confirmed the deal, which will see them pay Ohtani $700 million in exchange for him playing for them for the next decade. Mm-hmm. It emerged earlier on Monday that Ohtani will actually only earn $2 million a year for 10 seasons. He plays for the team and will then collect the final $680 million of the deal in the years following that, when he has turned 39 years of age. And then they say that he's a once-in-a-generation talent and one of the most exciting professional athletes in the world. And then what they say, Ohtani played for the Angels from 2018 to 2023, but will now have a better chance at winning. That was the only mention of the details of the contracts, which have been revealed in multiple reports. See, Ohtani earned the most money of any player in Major League Baseball history. And then it says, incredibly, he will only be the 17th highest paid player of the Dodgers roster in 2024, according to ESPN's Jeff Passan. With his salary listed at $2 million for each of the 10 seasons, he's contracted with the Dodgers. After that, his pay takes a huge jump, with the Japanese superstar earning the majority of his money when he is in his 40s. So this is a kind of a different deal. He opened up the doors to a different kind of deal, because he will make $2 million for 10 years, and then he will make the rest of his money for
So it's
for
like
the
investment.
Yeah, for the future.
Pretty much.
For old age,
That's
for the future.
awesome.
And then there's something that I've learned today about the way football and baseball transfer works, is that once a player signs a contract, they have to stay until the end of that contract. The only way they can get out of it if the team transferred them in exchange for other players from other teams. So if this player is good, they can even ask like 5, 6, 7 players in exchange.
Yeah, it's different soccer.
Until
different
the end.
soccer.
For soccer instead is different. That's what I was talking about today. In soccer, if a player has been bought for Juventus to play for 5 years, he's been paid for, I don't know, 35 million. He's been bought for that sum of money. And the player stays until the end of the contract. And some things can happen. The team can loan the player to other teams and keeps on paying his salary. And then the pay structures are different because the team that he's being borrowed to can choose to pay salary, or there can be a clause that says we're going to buy him, we're going to keep him on loan for 2 years, and at the end we have the option to buy him. There's different structures, but the difference is that in soccer in Europe, you can actually buy a player even if they're under contract with other teams.
Yeah, if you pay them well.
Yes,
and the team can make money on that.
They're receiving, like, if I own Messi, for example, and I sell him for 100 million, for example, I make a shit ton of money for my team, and I can go and buy 4 or 5 other players that I want. So that is the only difference.
They have something in contract, like the amount that they have to pay if you want to buy them before.
Yeah, there's a clause.
Correct.
Yeah, they can put a clause that says, okay, now I bought you, and I'll put in the clause that if they want to buy you,
they need to pay extra.
They need
something.
to pay. They need to pay you 100 millions and up, for example.
Correct.
That's the clause because it's in a contract. There is so many different.
It's complicated.
Games. So my thing is that they say that there is a financial fair play here too, where some teams have a cap of salaries and so well by the money they can spend every year. So for us, for soccer, the level of financial fair play is a little bit sketchy. It's fuzzy because you have some teams like Manchester United that broke financial fair play, and they will give you penalties. The FIFA will give you penalties. UEFA will give you penalties. But for most of the time, they will just turn their face around.
It's all about
the money.
All about who you know there.
Yeah.
It's just so much corruption there.
There is.
Much.
Just think about it. Then the other thing is that if you can buy players, if you have the money as a club, and you can buy players, it means that you can build the most successful team in the world because you got the resources to do so. And then what would that do is that you will have the wealthiest teams that will have the best players, while the rest will have not much. Instead, it's something that I don't see here a lot in the United States, because they have the pick every year.
That's a different story.
Yeah.
That's different. Weird. I mean, for them it's normal, but
yeah,
it's sometimes not fair. Like last time, the hockey player from Minnesota, he went to a different team, like literally in the middle of the season, just because. So, like, what's the point?
Yeah, if you're a free agent, once your contract is done, you can choose to go to another team. Instead, in soccer, they want to avoid...
Oh, he didn't have anything to say.
Oh, okay.
The team decides. So, like, it's weird.
In soccer, it's really rare that a player is a free agent because unless you have a good relationship with the team and they want to keep you, then you can renew the contract.
Well, but most likely you decide on your future.
Yes.
Not like here.
Instead, if you say, I want to be done with them.
In the hockey, I guess it's like you go wherever the team send you and they want you, It doesn't work like you choose, I want to play there. No, not at all.
Yeah, it's a different...
tough story.
The thing is that there is so much financial interest and wealth for these players. So there's something I wanted to say. PSG, Paris Saint-Germain?
Yeah.
So it's one of the most successful
My least favorite team.
and wealthiest teams in Ligue 1 in France and in Europe. However, they never won a Champions League. So they're wealthy because you have money, oil money from the Emirates, and they can choose to spend whatever money they want to buy the best players.
Well, they have Mbappe, Neymar, Messi, Verratti, they did.
Yeah, all the good. Sergio
And they didn't
Ramos,
win anything.
Donnarumma. Yeah.
That
So
was the team.
The thing is, to me, that I think, is that you don't have a cohesive team because you got a bunch of prima donna where everybody's a superstar
Team.
and they pass the ball. Pass to me, pass to me.
You just need to have a team.
So I don't know why that doesn't work, but yeah, it's different mentality, but
Yeah.
it's crazy.
Yeah, so speaking about the Europe, I have another topic, European topic.
Oh man, we love European topics.
Yeah, the last
Did you
short.
see the last short we made about Europe?
I already have.
The return policy from Europe to the United States.
Also, there was one controversial short.
Controversial. Which one was that? About the dings.
Thanks.
Woo!
Woo!
Come on, guys. We're just talking.
We're just talking.
If I read something that can expand my ideas and can, I can change my mind about what I said. I prefer to have a conversation about.
Yeah, I mean, we should be open for everybody.
So what I said about dinks is like dual income, no kids. There are these couples, I'll repeat it again, that go advertise on social media that they will prefer not to have kids because they will have more time for vacation, to buy toys, and to enjoy life, basically. And I said that if you don't have kids, you'll be the last of your bloodline. It's not only that you will be alone. It's not only that. It goes beyond that. The meaning that a kid gives you goes far beyond any material possession or rich that you can accumulate in your life, because it's a human. You put a human in the world and you're going to teach him values, and that will transform you too. It will make you a better person because you will not be selfish, a selfish prick. You will get out of yourself and try to make this human being better than you. You know, so it's a growth process for you as well. It's not just, oh yeah, I have a kid. Many people should not have kids, absolutely. But because they don't.
Not everybody
should be a parent. Yeah, that is true, and everybody's free to do so. But that's my opinion.
Yeah, that's your opinion.
And I stand by
you
it.
You do you.
Yeah.
And people should respect
so
it.
I think that in the end, being like selfish and drowning in consumerism, that's a shallow way to live your life.
Yeah, that's just your opinion, and
so
you do you.
Life has a higher purpose that is founded in love, in self-dignity, in respect for yourself, respect for others, and trying to spread and help out as many people as you can.
Totally.
Because once you get meaning for yourself, you help somebody else finding their own meaning. To me, that is the purpose of life. Not everybody can reach that state. Some people do earlier, some people do later. And
everybody's different. Let's just respect everybody, right?
Absolutely.
Whatever they choose. So,
all right, let's get back to Europe.
Amsterdam, Netherlands, cuts citywide speed limit down to 30 kilometers per hour. As I said before, it's like 16, 18
speed limit.
Yeah, it's not much if it's even if it's 18 miles per hour.
I think it's absolutely. Go ahead.
Okay, starting today, that was December 8th. The speed limit on most roads in Amsterdam will be lowered to a maximum of 30 kilometers per hour, and this affects around 80% of all roads in the city, so pretty much everything. It used to be 50 kilometers. The speed limit applies to everyone on the road and bike path, including scooters, electric bikes, buses, and taxis. The plan was announced last year in December and applied this year in December as well. And most of the stickers were scheduled to be removed during the overnight hours, and they did so. And now we have this 30 kilometers per hour, and they're saying that they want to make the roads safer. It's just controversial, but the city expect much fewer accidents, cut traffic.
It depends how many accidents they have per year, though.
Yeah.
Because if they do so, it looks like it's a major problem for them.
Yeah, and they want to cut traffic noise in half and have safer and more relaxed travel for everybody. So that's very, very interesting.
Yeah, I think it's incredible because 18 miles an hour is not that fast on every road.
80% of the roads, almost every
80%?
roads.
You know what is this? This is a climate practice push. Is a travesty.
What would you say about America? That there's like most places only 60 miles per hour on the highway, and in Europe is sometimes twice more, or in Germany unlimited.
Did you say Netherlands?
Netherlands.
I'm just trying to see how many auto.
I mean, yeah, it's crazy. 30 kilometers per hour, 18 miles per hour. It's very slow. Very, very slow.
You know why? Because you can reach that speed with a freaking bike.
You can.
So you can bike. I mean, you already can bike anywhere there. I mean, the other thing is that the Netherlands is really small.
Yeah.
So it's...
But still. But I was thinking, like, why here it's 60 miles per hour on the highway? You know what I mean?
Yes.
Which is 100 kilometers per hour. And like some countries easily have 140 kilometers per hour, which is like 100 miles per hour. If you drive 100 miles per hour here, you'll get to the jail.
Right. So in 2022, there were 745 road deaths in the Netherlands. 163 more than in 2021. This implies that the number of road deaths reverted to pre-2009 levels. In 2022, almost 4 out of 10 road deaths were cyclists. Wow. And 3 out of 10 are car occupants. So
Maybe.
3 out of 10 accidents are cars.
I think they mostly want to apply to the bikes because there's so much bikes there. And now they have so many electric bikes there as well.
Yes.
And those electric bikes, they can easily...
But you're talking about a population of 17.5 million. Like a nation, the whole nation.
Yeah.
And you got 3 out of 10. It's like... I don't know why.
I think
it's a climate...
You think so?
It's a climate policy.
I wouldn't say that. I mean...
Yeah, because you would encourage more people. Yes, you will make the roads safer. But... most accidents, I don't know if they happen because of speed. That has a lot to do with accidents. I agree with that. But not paying attention to the road is one of the most, the biggest causes.
Well, but what they said, they want to cut noise in half. So I guess they want to cut the pollution as well.
Yeah, perfect. Climate.
Yeah,
It's a climate policy.
I mean,
They didn't succeed in doing that, reducing the number of cows because they wanted to kill thousands of cows to reduce pollution. That is a stupid thing to do, actually. It's like there's more carbon emissions with agriculture than actually with total in the world.
no, but even the electric cars, I'm still not like
Convinced?
Not really.
I'm
Especially, I told you about this news today.
I'm fascinated by it.
I'm too, but it's still
Well,
very...
the Tesla recalled 2 million
2
cars.
million cars.
Wow, that's
But
well,
look-
that's because you have the option to have the software installed for self-driving.
Yeah, it's... I mean, and you pay lots of money for the $10,000.
Yes. Yeah. So it's crazy.
Wow.
Oh, and then you need to put the Cybertruck. It's around 100,000.
Mm-hmm. And
then-
it's
you
not
need
even
to-
going to be allowed in Europe.
And you need to put $1,000 down
Yeah.
for pre-order.
But
for-
most likely it will not be allowed in Europe.
Oh, and then you need to sign the contract that you would not sell it for the first year.
Mm-hmm. That's what we were talking about that.
Yeah. I don't know if that's nice because if I
No.
purchase something, I want to be free because I
Yeah.
purchased it. What the hell?
Yeah.
So I don't.
I think
cool.
they're working like with like the houses market. I think it's pretty much the same, right? That you have to,
For what?
if you buy the house, you have to keep it for a certain time.
Mm,
Otherwise, you will
I-
pay like extra tax.
I have no idea about that.
For
No.
sure, it's in some other countries, but I've heard something about that. Not sure. We'll need to double check, but still crazy shit.
That is, but like, man, 18 miles an hour, it's insane. It's really
No, but
slow.
what do you think about the highway here? 60 miles per hour.
I think should be 75, 70.
At least, right?
Yeah.
Because like in Europe,
I'm not saying at least because, so in Germany,
it's unlimited.
yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah. Whatever you want, you go.
Yeah.
So I don't. It's. I mean, at some point I
There's
understand.
one lane, there is a limited.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You can speed as much as you want.
Yeah.
and,
Whatever you want.
In Italy is 120
Kilometers.
kilometers per
So
hour.
120 is like 80.
70,
City.
more or less 70.
In most
75.
countries in Europe, it's 140. So it equals, I think, 100.
You know, I went to Utah once here in the United States, and the speed limit was 80, I think.
Mm-hmm. So there's still some states,
Yeah.
but I think they already cut that. I don't
But
know.
okay, you need to have the infrastructure that allows that too. It's not just, yeah, you can go whatever speed you want, but the roads are shit. So there's
I don't
many
know.
things to take into account.
You know, every place is weird and different at some
every
point.
country has their own.
Their own. So like,
We say paese che vai, usanza che trovi. It means every country you go, you find a different custom and culture.
yeah, because for example, you go in Netherlands on the highway and you can drive 140 kilometers per hour, but in the city you can drive now 30. But here, in like a smaller roads, you can drive 45,
Well,
and then on the highway 60.
they want to discourage people to leave their cars and use more
Maybe.
bikes.
Maybe I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, if I would be there, I would use bike anyway.
All right, this is something that really like upset me.
What
a
is
little
it?
bit. Yeah, it's about food. From Business Insider, giant food companies are quieting, ruining your favorite snacks and hoping you don't notice. Giant food companies are making subtle changes to popular snacks, a trend noticed by consumers. Dubbed like skimplfation or flavorflation, companies modify recipes quietly to cut costs and maintain profit margins without passing higher costs to consumers, even if I think they do pass higher. So recipe changes have intensified in recent years due to ingredient cost spikes during the pandemic. Manufacturers often replace expensive components with cheaper alternatives, impacting taste, health, and satisfaction. This practice, hidden inflation, allows companies to avoid raising prices significantly, affecting consumers' perception of product quality and contributing to the challenge of accurately measuring inflation impact on daily life. We got several examples of products they've been skimping on.
Okay, what is it?
So we got Ritz crackers. So consumers complain about noticeable decline in quality of Ritz crackers over the past 5 years. The crackers, once firm and dippable, are now described as easily crumbling to bits with even light dipping. Twix. The Twix. How could they skimp on the Twix?
Oh my god, I haven't had Twix in years.
Noting that the candy bar used to have a heavy layer of caramel, allowing one to feel their teeth travel through it. However, the recent experience involves the bar snapping in half and tasting more like a sugar cookie with chocolate. Breyer's ice cream. Once praised for being the best store-bought ice cream, was criticized for transforming into what's now a crappy mess. This change sparked disappointment among consumers because they reduced dairy fat from milk. So the ice cream is less creamy. So it's more like hard and pasty. You know what I'm saying?
I know, like you mentioned the ice cream from Aldi you bought, it was not creamy. But if you wait certain time, I mean, it gets better because if it's frozen, it's very hard.
So there's this ice cream called Zero Sugar.
Yeah, it
What's
is.
the name?
Yeah,
No,
keto. I mean, it's zero sugar.
Yeah.
I like it, but
So what we have, Smart Balance margarine, Conagra. This is really disgusting. The food processing giant quietly reduced the vegetable oil is really like iffy sometimes.
It's disgusting.
So quietly reduced the vegetable oil content in its Smart Balance margarine from 64% to 39%, replacing the rest with water. The company faced consumer backlash with nearly 1,000 one-star reviews, prompting a commitment to revert to the old formula. Pearl Milling Company maple syrup, formerly known as Aunt Jemina. So Aunt Jemina was this maple syrup or pancake syrup that had on the brand, it had an African American lady on the top, like a grandma or an older lady that was on the front, and it was a famous known brand. However, in the last years, since they thought it was discrimination or racism or stuff, they changed the brand and they named it Pearl Milling Company maple syrup instead of Aunt Jemima. The iconic syrup underwent changes, replacing. They didn't do that. They did also that with the ingredients, replacing sugar, maple syrup, and potassium sorbate with high fructose corn syrup and various chemical preservatives and additives. Some of these additives, like sodium benzoate, can convert into benzene, a known carcinogen, and sodium hexametaphosphate, linked to skin irritation, kidney problems, and calcium loss. The last one, cough syrup and mouthwash. They have cut in half the active ingredient like as 6 years ago. And the mouthwash with half as much sodium fluoride in 2022 compared to previous years. Yeah, they're cutting costs. And also another thing is that they let you pay the same price for a product, but it has less weight and quantity inside.
But you know that the sodium, the fluoride, it's not actually
Fluoride
good.
is not good.
No, not at all.
A concentration of fluoride of 0.5 parts per million actually is known to be it has some negative effects.
It's very toxic.
Listen to that. And I looked at the analysis from the municipalities where we live here, and the concentration was 0.7.
Mm-hmm.
So just imagine. They say that is for you to allow, not for your teeth not to be rot.
Correct.
Or something. Yeah, but I know to what extent. I mean, I really want to drink fountain from the faucet, from the water from home, because it should be safe. However, it's really not in the long run. We bought a water filter here, but it's the what is it for phosphorate? It's if you can find the teeth paste without or it's easy to find. It's not more expensive. Mm-hmm.
Well, not way more. It's more expensive, but not way more.
I don't know if it has neurodegenerative issues. You know,
I don't know.
It's crazy.
I know at least 2 toothpastes I trust at the moment, and they're good. Yeah, I mean, because the same with. Do you know the deodorant for like a gel?
Oh yeah, aluminum.
Aluminum. Yeah.
Yeah. So while fluoride is commonly added to water supplies and dental products for its benefits in preventing tooth decay, excessive exposure may have downsides. So high levels. That's
when the package they tell you like brush maximum of 2 times per day, like the Colgate or other, because it's such a strong.
Well, they say higher amounts can have discoloration and pitting of tooth enamel, and then ingesting high amounts over an extended period may lead to skeletal fluorosis, impacting bones and joints.
Yeah.
And it's crazy.
That's why we need to, like, according to your article, according to what you said, we need to keep an eye on what we eat, what we buy, because most of the things currently they contains all the shit. Like deodorant contains aluminum, foods contains all the bad oils for you, all the sugars. You gotta try to avoid it. Even if you go to the store and buy ham, it might be some sodium phosphate and other shit, and you can on the same shelf find another one which contains only water, honey, ham, and salt, and it's better for you and for your health. It's like investing to yourself. Even if you have to pay a little bit more, I think it's pretty much worth it. Just pay more, and maybe don't buy sweets at the same time. Because like the sneakers, all the palm oils, it's such a
That's the thing. Even with Nutella, they reduce the amount of cocoa and they added more palm oil. Yeah.
And that makes it so creamy.
Yeah,
it sucks.
That's the real purpose of it. And this is what ultra processed foods are made for. They're made to be highly palatable. They're very high in calorie content. They make you feel good. They make you want more. They're very high.
They make you feel good for a second.
They're highly addictive. They have very little nutritional content, and they will damage your body. Basically, it's like excess calories. But just think of it: you can eat a bag of chips, a box of Pringles, the cylinder, and not feel full, and still want more. However, they will give you like 1,000 calories, thousands of calories more than if you go and can you eat 3 apples in a row? I'm pretty fucking sure that you'll be full if you eat 3 apples.
But there's another thing about chips. People are bitching. Oh, but
they're very calorie dense.
Yes, but look, people are saying
calorie dense food, ultra processed foods. Yeah,
people are saying, oh, I'm buying those Lays with all the.
When they say the light version, that is even bullshit.
Oh, it's bullshit.
Yeah.
But look. They're saying, oh, there's no better option. But if you go to the store, either Costco or Whole Foods, pretty much the same price, and you can find chips made with avocado oil, salt, and potatoes. 3 ingredients. You can find it.
Yeah,
you just
but
need to look.
They're still processed foods in the end. My motto is, if it runs, it swims, and it grows from the earth, you eat it, okay? Now, in all these variations, of course, some smart ass can come and say, hey, yeah, you can make processed foods from those 3 things. Yes, I understand that. But to the closest natural source that you have, beef, fish, chicken, dairy, these things are good.
But look how salmon is processed now.
Is the measure. Yeah, well, we did a video once about salmon. And
farm-raised salmon is gray. As you said.
Yes.
And then they add all the additives, all the colorings to make it pink.
They feed them carotenoids that makes the flesh of the salmon look nice, pink and orange.
But it's also your choice. You go to the store, you can buy the wild caught. You just need to look for the package.
Yeah, Atlantic wild caught. It will cost more. That's the thing, is that they made quality food more expensive to eat. Come on now.
I said that too.
Yeah,
but it's an investment.
It is. But if somebody has to feed a family of 4 or 5,
that's another story. But
how do you do that?
I don't know. But from
you say like buy organic. Honestly, I studied nutrition.
I don't think it's a big deal.
There's not a difference. Yeah, there's not that much of a difference.
I would rather look for ingredients.
But it is the pesticides that are the issue here.
Yeah.
Because GMO is genetically modified organisms. That means that they modified the genetic components of that plant to make it more resistant to bugs. So you don't need actually to spray anything on them, and the plant will just grow.
The same was with chicken.
Oh, chicken is worse. Come on now.
Yeah, it's fucking bullshit.
Just a chicken has to grow so much.
How about eggs?
In 1 month, the chicken has to grow like so much.
Yeah.
And these chickens are so heavy that their bones cannot support them.
Yeah, the same with eggs. Like those chickens, they're like, unless you just get the pasture raised, that they are required to.
So I love meat. However, I don't like the way they treat the animals in the industry, in the farms, in the industrial farms, the giant food processing plants, meat processing plants. They have all these animals stacked in one place. They generate an inordinate amount of shit and stench.
Yeah.
And
They eat soy and corn.
they feed them soy and corn. These animals are not really made to digest soy and corn, so they pump them full of antibiotics.
Yeah. So
That's what it
ask
is.
yourself a question if you want to feed yourself and your family with that. You know what I mean?
No, but in order to, what is the alternative to make cheap food available to people and at the same time that is sustainable? Because can you feed millions of people on a more natural model? I don't think so.
I think it will
There is a downside always. So
Yeah.
I don't like a cow or a pig being confined in a place that is just enough big for their body, and they stay there and stay in the dirt and all that crap.
The same with eggs.
So the same with the eggs. Free range doesn't mean anything.
No, they just have window open. You need to get pasture raised to make
Yes.
they actually are eating the
So the
grass.
alternative is raise your own your own animals, grow your own vegetables, and make your own food. That's the thing. Not everybody has that option. That's the thing.
I know.
But if you want that burger at McDonald's costing you $1, that doesn't cost you $1 anymore, by the way, then
I don't know.
you don't have
go
any,
there.
you don't have any other alternative. Because if you're on a budget, what are you going to do? You're going to buy organic that is 30, 40, 50% more expensive?
But look, there's a good chicken at Aldi, costs $5.
Yes.
And the same chicken costs $10 at Whole Foods. If you are smart how you buy things and you look for certain ingredients and you don't buy shit, you can always some people go into the store and I see the cart and they buy Coca-Cola, chocolate, this.
But how you can be also self-sufficient if you like nature?
You need to more work on that. I did work on that. I was able to eat.
No.
What,
So,
what
I
do
mean,
you-
I'm talking about hunting, fishing.
Oh, yeah, it's impossible for everybody. But I'm talking about going to the store. Like, you can be smart about that. I used to go through that. I was able to buy Ferrero Rocher, the whole half-kilo package, and eat it one night.
You're disgusting, man.
I did that, and then I worked on
You should
that.
be ashamed of yourself.
I know. I loved it, though. But come on, it's possible. If you reach certain resources and you're smart about that, you can
get creative.
You can get creative.
Yes.
You can go to the store and skip all the junk food, and what you save on that.
Yeah, what did I say the other day? On the last podcast, maybe I mentioned that the aisles in the middle of the store, they're filled with junk.
Yeah,
Junk food.
always.
The aisles on the outside, the perimeter of the store, those are the ones that you're going to be, because there's you could buy frozen veggies for cheap.
Always. If you go to Aldi, this coleslaw we use, it's $1.50. This is nothing. Like the meal, you can just even buy this made rice, which is clean ingredients. Buy chicken at Aldi as well, but coleslaw, and you have a meal for so cheap. You don't need to go crazy. And you can buy better chicken if you save on those junk food you didn't buy. You actually can put this money to different direction, you know? Just be smart. Just plan it, write down, watch some certain resources like our videos, what we make for food. Just watch Bobby, whatever he says. He wants...
Let food be thy medicine.
Because actually...
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let medicine be your food.
Yeah. Because you eat that and it will be your life. Like, if you don't care about what you eat, you will not be happy, right? Because this is where your power, this is your energy, right?
Oh, yeah. That's how you live. Your body is I always say this. Your body is your temple.
With the
So
car, if you
you
put the worst gas, it's not gonna run as good as like regular gas. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
It's the life. Yeah. So think about that maybe.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I have one more.
Go ahead.
And
I have two more.
Yeah, but they're related what
Related.
I have right
Two
now.
topics are related.
Yeah. Okay. Give me 1 second. Okay. Okay. So where I have it?
So yeah, this is a really
You want to go
interesting.
ahead because it's lunch. I don't know.
It's loading.
Yeah. Do you want to go ahead with yours?
Yeah, so I can go ahead here. So what we have here, gonna talk about Gen Z. So I think I'm a millennial. I was born in 1983. You're a Gen Z, born in 2002?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
2000.
2000.
2000.
So I don't know actually where you fall. Huh. You should
know.
maybe search. So more than half of Gen Z interested in careers are social media influencers. And I found this article. It's an old article from parents.com. So technology has given rise to whole new career paths: social media managers, e-commerce directors, and new roles in IT and engineering, to name a few. It's also given the rise to the influencer. For the uninitiated, influencers are essentially social media content creators that market products and services offered by them. So there is a growing trend between Gen Z, despite increasing concerns about the negative impact of social media on mental health. Data reveals that 57% of Gen Z individuals would choose to be an influencer given the opportunity, a figure consistent with 2019 statistics. This contradicts warning about the potential harm caused by social media, including reports of its negative effects on mental health, particularly among teenagers. The desire to become an influencer is seen by Gen Z as a way to take control of their job security amid the perceived lack of guaranteed traditional jobs. And then there are potential challenges associated with the influencer's path, such as dependence of brand deals and the impact on mental health. Despite the allure of financial independence, an influencer does have difficulties because, as I said, there's mental health concerns related to social media with cyberbullying, social comparison, and feeling of inadequacy. And as experts express concerns about potential harms, citing statistics from a 2022 report that indicate high levels of bullying and self-harm situation among tweens. Tweens? It's like tweeting? Tweens? Tweens? Tweens and teens on social media. And while acknowledging the opportunities for creativity and connection offered by social media, influencers are like music artists. They need to be proactive to prioritize their mental health. So the thing is that there's a new opportunity for modern generations because social media has what's up?
No, so I finally found it. I was searching for the
For
the chart, and I'm Gen Z too.
Oh, you're Gen Z?
So let me just, sorry for breaking, but it's a silent generation, 1925 to 1945, baby boomers, 1946 to 1964, then Generation X, 1965 to 1979, and then millennials, 1980 to 1994.
Woo,
and
millennials.
You were millennials, right? And then I am Gen Z from 1995 to 2009, and then there is Alpha from 2010.
Holy shit, my kids are alpha.
Yeah, that's what they say here. There's like different researches for generation, but that's what I found here.
Yes, so every age, every new decade brings new things. And
totally.
Social media, it's one of those new things. However, the appeal of social media is that everybody has the chance to say something and become something.
And very quickly.
And there is opportunity. However, there is this thing that not everybody's going to become a superstar.
Yeah. So like millions of people are trying, and we see like those famous people, and we see like, oh, it might be easy, but I mean, that's what we did. Like we are trying our best to like gain more followers, of course, because who doesn't try if they post videos? But we see how hard is that to gain actually the audience. How many other people are fighting for this attention?
Well, but you need to see. It depends what you have to offer, because if you provide value to the world, you actually gonna be successful. If you provide something new, something that people like, then you're gonna be successful. So
But not always.
but the way you're seeing this, it's like a pie. We have limited opportunity for everybody. You see social media as a pie, and you say if somebody has this big slice, it means that there's less for me. Instead, there's really not. It's like it's open.
No. I know what you mean, but it makes sense what you're saying when it comes when you actually gain those followers already. Because you're not gonna tell me that it was that hard to gain followers back in 2010 when there was, couple YouTube channels. You know what I mean?
It depends. Yes, of course. 2010, YouTube was in its infancy, and they were actually looking for creators in order to popularize their platform.
So many people started that time, and they keep going now, and they're super big. Like MKBHD, Mr. Beast, they actually started so many years ago, right?
Yeah, and the growth that they achieved is much different than the growth that we can achieve today.
Correct.
Because nowadays the market is saturated with creators.
It's so many. It kind of makes sense what you're saying with the pie, that it's like you actually can still get your piece, but I would say it's harder to get to the flashlight.
I don't know. Yeah, it is. It is indeed. But you need to be consistent and create things that people can appreciate and have interesting conversations that people can gain some knowledge or something from it that can make their lives better. In the end, it all also falls on us. I mean, you cannot be boring. And
you need to be, but there also I see so many small channels and people are so smart and the quality of production is so high.
Yeah. Last time we talked about SS Sniper Wolf.
Correct.
There is this creator that she started at the beginning and she has over 30 million subscribers now. Then I watched this video that actually they uncovered her channel and her person, that somebody was making videos on her and criticizing her, and she actually doxed this guy. She went to his place where he lived. Doxing means where you go to the residence of the place of the person. And that's not something nice.
No,
you cannot do
not
that
at all.
And YouTube just demonetized some videos of her and didn't do anything, did not take any precautions or anything, just because she is that big and she has that many views.
Yeah, because look how many ads they would lose.
So the findings from that is that she copies content from other creators by doing these stupid reactions to stupid videos, and that she's not really a gamer. That her husband was the one playing, and that she would have a script that she was reading.
That sucks.
So there's how much reality there is in that.
But also how much luck you need to have in social media now. Let me bring the story. Back in the day when I was working with the YouTuber. So he was already big, so he was growing the channel, and now he is million subscribers. So he gained 300,000 over last how many years? 3 years. And then I met the guy over there. He used to work for a different company, but he opened his YouTube channel couple years before I met him. So for now it's 5 years, and he keeps going his videos because he worked for I don't remember what company it was, but they were providing him cameras, so he already had the all best setup, the best studio. Everything worked well. The audio, the lights were perfect. He got all the newest technology to test, and he was posting one video per week, and he still has 100 subscribers. When I look him up, he never get up, and it's so sad because the quality was phenomenal. He had everything to succeed.
Yes, but was he interesting actually?
He was. He is an interesting person. He always gets the stuff first. So it's why? You know what I mean? And some other shit gets views quick.
Well, not everybody can succeed. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. You don't know. There is still a piece of pie to get, but you don't know how you can get it, approach it, maybe luck or I don't know. It's tough.
After 5 years?
Yeah. of doing the. It's too much, you know.
Is there a point where you should say that's enough? Maybe.
Yeah, I think you should. I mean, I don't know.
Well, I'm talking about the Gen Z and social media, because they see the popularity of these platforms, and they say, well, if I have to do a shitty job from 9 to 5, I prefer to be my own boss. However, they're still young and they don't know what it means to be your own boss.
Yeah, it's like
Because-
consequences of.
No,
what it-
the sacrifices, the hard work that goes behind building something.
yeah,
It's
like
not easy.
like some people I remember when I was younger, and people were laughing when I was, because I always wanted to create the videos when I was 12, 13. I was making my first YouTube videos when I was 12, you know, and I had this little gaming channel. I had 400 subscribers that time, and they were actually watching them. But then people in school, they were laughing at me, so I stopped doing that. You know what I mean? They were laughing at me that I do that.
They
And-
bullied you.
Correct. And then other people were saying like Furthest family, which I'm not really in touch with them right now. They were saying like, oh, what is that? It's not a job. Why would you do that? Or like, you will never make money off of that.
If you would have stuck with it now, you probably would have had
Probably.
some following.
Yeah.
Serious following.
Or like they were saying, oh, like those videos, they're not even require work. Like, come on, like what we do here even requires so much research, then addition, gear, stuff, energy. It's like so much work compared to like, you know.
Well, but look at you now. You're doing it.
Yeah.
So you can flip the middle finger one day to those people.
Hopefully. No, I don't care. Like, I'm not like this person that will like, you know,
Yeah.
bury the garage.
Look, well, the other thing is, I was saying, you will have difficulties. You will have periods where you don't have no movement, nothing, no activity, and so most people will tend to give up or not be consistent enough because they want results right away.
Correct.
So it's a long-term game, I think, and you cannot be there and look at the numbers and just be
Yeah,
pissed.
totally. But if you ask me, like, if I maybe regret at some point that I gave up doing the videos when I was super young and YouTube was like going slowly, maybe, I don't know, but
Well, who knows?
there's nothing we can change. But I just wish I could have different environment around saying like, go ahead, do that. You
Only-
can do that.
Only in America.
Yeah.
Only in America.
You know what I mean? It just sucks that people just give you so much shit.
You don't get there. Let me tell you something, folks. I grew up in an environment where people put me down every fucking day. You will never amount to nothing. What are you gonna do? Even if I would have some ambition, I would love to go on rollerblades. Okay, nobody had rollerblades, and people will look at you on the road and think like, what the fuck, what are you doing? You're stupid. Or even the soul running on the beach or on the road, people will think that you were crazy. And they will say, oh, what are you doing? You're stupid. What are you doing these things? Come on. Come here with us doing nothing, like you're going too high now. Or they will think that you were like superior to them if you were doing something that was not approved by the group, because you have to be part of the group. So even if you want to go to school or go to college or something, they would just think differently of you, or piss on your results, or downgrade any decisions that you made. So do not allow anybody to tell you guys that you cannot do something, or somebody that will discourage you, or somebody that is negative around you, because that has a huge impact on your health, on your mental health first, and on your self-esteem, because we feed each other from the people we have around. So we just want to be with people, even if you have to fuck up a relationship with somebody that is even dear to you, but you need to be around people that can make you become a better person. My dad would always tell me, you got to join and be with people that are better than you, always. So you want to do the same. And I wish everybody can do this, because iron really does sharpen iron. And it can really change you and make you grow. Change your mind, your ideas. Be exposed to something different that challenges you. If you stay with somebody everybody agrees on everything, you're not growing, you know? And if you have somebody that shits on you the whole time, putting you down or calling you stupid, like happened to me in the past,
Cut it.
you're not going, yes,
Cut it.
You got to make that decision. It's going to hurt a little bit, maybe, if you care
Like
for those people.
Yeah, cut it.
But just
tell them
move
to
on. And you need to tell yourself too, have some self-respect. Say, I cannot do this anymore. I gotta get out.
Wake
of here.
Wake up. Yeah. Good
Yeah.
words. Good words. Yeah. So what I was reading in the article is very simple. So basically, more than 15% of teens say they're on YouTube or TikTok almost constantly. Teenagers in the US are glued to YouTube and TikTok, with nearly 1 in 5 saying they use the video streaming apps almost constantly. And this is according to a new survey by the Pew Research Center. So ultimately, the latest study on teen use of social media was similar to last year's report, which Pew Research said indicated that teens' site and app usage has changed a little in the past year. So, for example, the Facebook, back in the day, 2014, in teens, there was 71% of them were using Facebook. Now it's 33%. So very decreased. But for example, the TikTok popped, and now it's taking them so much time.
Yeah, there are trends.
There are trends.
But also, like, you see all these people on TikTok, everybody has followers and everybody wants followers. So that's the trend when it comes down to that 57% that wants to be an influencer.
Mm-hmm.
So to go quick here, another thing is that...
Oh, wow. We'll keep going.
That's nice.
Nice.
So Gen Z is bringing a whole new vibe. I'm not doing this to criticize Gen Z.
You better not.
We were in the theme.
I'm watching you.
We were in the theme of Gen Z, so I just brought up more. And these things are all connected, and I'll explain why in the end. Gen Z is bringing a whole new vibe to the workplace: anxiety. So Gen Z workers enter the workplace in an unprecedented time, and for many, it's causing a lot of anxiety. The challenges faced by Generation Z workers as they enter the workforce amid unprecedented global turmoil. According to Gallup's 2022 workplace survey, 52% of workers in the US and Canada feel stressed out about work daily. Reaching a record high in the UK, work-related stress, anxiety, and depression have risen by 14% from 2020. For Gen Z enter the workplace during this tumultuous period is proving especially challenging. And there's a survey that revealed that 58% of Gen Z frequently or constantly feel anxious, a significant increase compared to 1/3 of Gen Xers and 1/4 of baby boomers. And then another survey, they say that Gen Z felt anxious and stressed almost all the time, with only 39% of millennials reporting similar feelings. And then Gen Z entry to professional world is marked by remote work. So a departure from experience for previous generations, with a lack of on-the-job coaching combined with layoffs and inflation effects, has had many Gen Z left feeling stressed. And they report that this has negatively affected their mental health and their relationship with work. And they say that remote work has led to feelings of ambivalence, of withdrawals. And they identified to be less engaged, more burned out in the workplace, and then also increases stress with ambiguous relationship at work, and with 9 in 10 avoiding in-person events due to social anxiety and feeling uncomfortable speaking in team meetings. So there's economic and societal consequences, and the cost of because they will be less productive, and would miss work, and the cost is estimated to exceed $47 billion annually. So this is a Business Insider article. So the thing is that they say that social anxiety, lack of on-the-job training because remote working is not putting them on the path to succeed, and social anxiety about speaking, communicating, facing challenges is bringing them more anxiety.
It's interesting.
So what do you think about that? That's
Well,
crazy. I mean, yeah, I understand the times, the COVID,
yes,
and
plus
all that.
like it's what I talked to my dad last time about, that people have everything and they get crazy about that.
What do you mean?
Like, it's too good for people nowadays.
What does that
They have
do?
access to everything.
What does that do?
Well, if you have everything, you get anxiety. Like you have access to everything, all the goods.
Do you,
You know
think
what I mean?
soft times create soft men,
Mm-hmm. Totally. Like,
and hard times
if you
create
don't
hard
need to
men?
push, and if you don't need to stretch yourself, and you have comfortable environment, you'll be just comfortable and comfy, and you will not go beyond anything. And
Do you
it's-
have any experience in your world, in your line of work as a server, to have peers your age that have different work ethics than you?
Oh yeah, like even like one place. I don't want to say the name, but there was just like,
Well, yeah, don't say
yeah, that was pretty casual serving. But the other servers, they were like, they didn't care, and I always care what I do.
Do you think they were detached?
They
No.
were like, they were kind of weird people at some point. But the thing is that they didn't treat that job like very seriously. They were like on the phone here and there, and if they saw some ambition, they were like getting jealous, and like some of them, they're very like anxious and like just weird environment. So I just decided to quit that time back in the day. It was a good decision. I mean, as I told you before, if I do something, I want to make sure I do the good.
Yeah, but at the same time, because I remember that you would always pick up shifts, you would work long hours.
Yeah.
You will be.
The last one.
You will get awards with the customers because you will put your soul in your service, and these people were jealous of you. Correct?
Oh, totally. They were talking shit.
But they could do the same.
They could, but they
do
don't.
the same.
But they didn't want to, because it costs effort.
But doesn't it cost effort to? Yeah, it's the same concept of people shitting on people creating stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's easier to criticize when you don't have skin in the game.
Yeah, exactly.
That's crazy.
Like
though.
some
Come on.
people just open the other videos and they just watch and comment. You could do this better. Like, just do you. You go ahead and do it better than we do. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I don't care if you're criticizing our podcast
I
or our
don't care
videos.
what they say.
Yeah, if you show me the way that you can do it better, I'm gonna come and see and learn from you. You know what I mean? The constructive criticism is like, people are lack of that. Just like, don't tell, like as well, back in the day when we recorded the videos, I told you for the channel, for the huge channel, people were criticizing like so much because, oh, you guys did this wrong, or like, you're so stupid idiot because you did this. I'm like, what's the point? Why are you calling me stupid idiot? It doesn't bother me if you call me that. Just tell me what was wrong. Maybe tell me what I can do better, and the world will be better. You don't need to call me dick or stupid idiot.
Well, but I think that there is another layer in that, is that it's a reflection of their own inadequacies, a reflection of their own faults, not being able to. They want to do that you're doing. They want the glory, but they can't. So they have a better chance of shitting on you than actually doing the work or doing something different.
Yeah, because if you go to any videos on YouTube, you will see those people like anonymous names writing. I never wrote a negative comment. I almost never wrote any comments on YouTube, but
that's why you don't read the comments. You don't give a shit about.
Well,
the
sometimes
comments.
I'm curious. Like, I just scroll the comments.
We're
sometimes.
very small, anyways. So
you're talking about our comments under our videos?
No, like we're very.
I mean, I would say it's nice to read them. I don't care what they say. Maybe I can consider something, but it's most likely bullshit. Like the short you had with the dinks. Like most of the people, they got so offended. Like, oh my God.
And then you realize that all these people are completely like detached from reality in the sense that they would say, oh yeah, it's much better. There's nothing wrong having no kids. Oh yeah, that's my life. I'm going to have no kids. Oh, somebody said, oh, there's too much people in the world anyways.
Yeah.
What are you talking about, people? There's too many people in the world?
Go to Australia.
We have a depopulation crisis.
Yeah.
And the deal is that it's like we need more humans because we can create more geniuses that can help solve more problems. That's why you don't think about people. These people are brainwashed by the culture today that sees humanity as a cancer on the planet. Mm-hmm. These are stupid idiots. What is the difference? This is the thing that I was thinking about saying. The eugenics movement throughout World War II and people that say these things about humanity nowadays, that we have too many people on the planet. You know what's the eugenics movement?
What is that?
Throughout World War II, was an idea that was created here in America, but then the Germans perfected. That was to selectively get rid of the undesired in the population. They were like people, disabled people, or people that were cognitively impaired, or people that were not intelligent enough, or the Jews. This is the spirit of eugenics.
Makes sense.
Killing selectively. Because we're doing a favor to the world, so those people do not reproduce and make more of that. Because otherwise we'll be overtaken and our civilization will be lost. That was the idea back then. So saying that there's too many people in the world, it means that it's a bad thing and it's bad for the world. No, so there's this guy that said back then that if the world would reach a certain number of people, there would not be enough resources for everybody. We would all die. Instead, we grew to be an 8 billion people on the planet, and we're doing more farming with less land because we got more creative. We got more research.
Yeah.
We got more technology.
But still, if you go to Australia, like most of the population lives on the round, right?
Yeah.
There's nobody living in the middle. The same with the United States.
What I'm saying is that human innovation and the human spirit will make it in a way that we can adapt and we can face and solve any problems, because this is what humans do. We endure. Mm-hmm. And if there's more of us, if there's better schools, it means we have more intelligent kids, more educated kids from whatever background or gender they come from. So that's the thing. Instead of thinking there's too much people in the world, okay, who should go first? Who should go first? If you say there's too many people, are you gonna leave the world first?
So stupid. It's just stupid.
But these things piss me off.
Trust
in a way
me.
that is like,
I talk with many creators back in the day, and like all those comments that they happen in the internet, they happen because people feel anonymous. Trust me, if you go to the store and somebody will meet you and saw your short, they will not tell you in the face.
Trolls. They're trolls.
You know what they would do? The same people who wrote the comments, they will be, oh my God, can I take a picture with you? That will be the first thing. They will never tell you like.
It's easy because the anonymity is going to shield you from having. If you're going to have a face-to-face conversation, nobody would tell that stuff.
No, they will take a picture with you. Trust me. Well,
yeah, whatever. Gen Z, just think what would be the best fulfilling life for you. Do where you are when you feel the most glad, where there is the most need to find purpose in your life. Find something that you're looking forward to get up early in the morning and work, something that will keep you late at night, that you will be so thrilled to do the next day, that you're so excited. Do that.
Mm-hmm.
That will give you purpose. That will move you forward. And in the meantime, it will be something that you love. And that will not be work. It will be your passion. If you can make money out of it, go ahead with it. Yes. But do something that you really enjoy. Have purpose. There is no need to think this nihilism. Nihilism is the destruction, no hope for the future.
That was German term, right?
Yep, Nietzsche. Yeah.
Nietzsche yeah.
That everything, there is no hope. There is nothing. That eventually we're all gonna die. Yeah, we do. We eventually all gonna die. Yes.
But the time you have here, just use it and have fun.
Yes.
Travel.
It's not about. It's about how you're gonna live that life. You know, to give it purpose, to make connections, to grow as a human being, to learn new skills, to move forward. The rest of it is bullshit, because it's not the end of the world if somebody calls you something on social media, or somebody tells you
no, don't care about that. Never care about that.
Or the latest brand, or the
take,
or the shoes, or that.
Whatever.
All of that is materialistic. It's like, choose purpose.
Whatever they say, take it with a distance.
Just put yourself out of it. Don't take it personally.
Because if you learn how to be not caring about any hate, you're good. You're good.
Yeah. And all these kids, your generations, you guys are smart. And at your age, I was fucking dumb. I did not know anything. And I made so many stupid mistakes. We did not have the technology you guys had. We barely had a cell phone. You know? Times change. Yes. We move forward.
We'll see what's going to be.
You guys are more prepared than I was, that we were back then. We didn't know any better.
What you can say about people who were born in 1600s?
But it's the same thing.
It's the same story. We will say the same about people who are going to be born in 200.
Every generation has their own advantages and disadvantages. At the same time, I didn't grow up with social media, so I don't understand, and I don't have that social anxiety that these people have nowadays. We didn't grow up with cell phones, texting for communications only.
Yeah.
So we were able to create more connections and to speak better, to read body language better, to be more versed in talking with people, to take initiative, or to risk, or to do this, or to do that. You know, every generation has their own defects and their own pros and cons.
It's just life. It is what it is.
It is what it is. But it is what you make of it.
Okay.
It is what you make of it.
Okay.
Because if you say it is what it is, you live it to faith.
Okay. Well, that's the deep
There was
end.
a deep end. Holy shit. Woo! What a conversation, folks.
Yeah, perfect.
Well, we hope you enjoyed our chit-chat today.
Yeah, thank you very much for joining us tonight.
We just go on tangents. And
it's fun. It's fun. I'll make like 6 shorts probably. I already have them in my head.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Let's do it.
Will be a lot good and controversial things. Sometimes.
Yeah,
we want to put those. We want to put those up.
Good content.
Bring some more hate and more views. I mean,
see, Charlie's nasty.
Well, at the end, like, they are boosting our audience.
Charlie.
That's how it works. More comments. They don't even realize that if they put hate comment, they're boosting our video. And who cares? That's only for benefit.
No, we do it to spread love to the world.
I know, but some topics, I mean, everybody has different.
Our topics are all in good faith. They're just like, we're humans.
They are, but sometimes
we're fallible too.
Well, but we need to realize that sometimes something what is for us in a good faith, or for you or for me, it might be totally different for other people. So they might have different perspective, like for the dinks or something else.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, we need to be aware of that. We don't care about what people say.
We do us.
Yeah, totally.
All right. Well, thanks, folks, for
Thank
sticking
you.
up for this long, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm just as surprised as you. Is this